Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing, guys? Happy new week to every single one. I hope you're doing fine. So of course, you know what I'm here to do, and I'm here to give you guys updates relating to Nigerian Super Eagles. And uh today is 11th, which is the date that we were told that the camp is going to officially open, and we get to see the players coming. There's been some updates on that front, and actually yesterday it was reported that the Nigerian Super Eagles coaching staff actually arrived the camp venue. That's Abidjan, ahead of that game against Benin Republic. Of course, you recall we have a game against Benin Republic. It's coming later on the 14th. That is just 3 days from today. And the report is that EGUAVOEN and his coaching staff arrived there just to do the necessary things like clearance and do other airport protocols to enable our players settle in when they start coming in. And any moment from now, we should start seeing our players arrive the camp. One person I'm expecting to be an early birdie for this is Kelechi Iheanacho, because earlier on that same yesterday, he was photographed carrying his bag, and it appeared that he was heading to the airport to take that trip to Ivory Coast. But that's what's currently happening right now, and of course, more build up, more updates is going to be coming up regarding this one. But aside from that, guys, yesterday and day before yesterday, we obviously saw, our players make some really fine appearances for their different clubs across Europe. And, we had a number of our players who, were impressive, actually scoring goals as well. Let's start with, the likes of Josh Maja. He also scored yesterday, continuing his goal scoring form for his West Bromwich Albion, as they got a 2-1 victory over Hull City. Josh Maja has one cap with Super Eagles, and ever since then he's not been called up again. But this season has been a season of revelation for him, because he has continued to score lots of goals for this West Bromwich side. And again, the goal yesterday, was actually his 9th this season in the EFL Championship. But again, aside from him, we also had, the likes of Sirajasa in the Rangers Football Club, helping his team to come away with a 1-0 victory over Hearts. Actually, at home, that game was at home. But Rangers, got the victory courtesy of Sirajasa's goal, which is scored in the 6th minute. And then also we had a very, very able defender who also plays for Rangers. That's Balogun, also making a fine appearance for this Rangers side, actually playing the whole of the match, and was really, really sharp. To be honest, I expected that he was going to be the person that is called up to replace the injured Semi Ajayi, but just so good to see the man back and performing at the top level. And moving forward, guys, we also had maybe the biggest performance from the weekend. Victor Osimhen scoring a double, as Galatas got a victory over Samsunspor. 3-2 was that game. Osimhen scored a brace, scored in the opening 3 minutes, and then obviously dedicating that goal to his friend and teammate Mario Ukadi, who goes out on a long-term injury from their last game. But again, that's now Osimhen's 9th goal of the season. 8th goal of the season in 9 games. And then he has also contributed 4 assists, which is fantastic to see. And of course, this gives me a lot of excitement knowing that we are going to see Osimhen come and perform. Uh, you know, this on the 14th, against Benin Republic, and he was actually substituted a little bit early in that game. But again, there's no issues from what I'm hearing whatsoever. It was just uh, the fact that he had to go out so that Bashwai could come in, and that obviously paid off because Bashwai came in and scored a goal for himself as well. But moving on, guys, we also have Ademola Lukman's Atalanta, you know, defeating Maduka Okoye's Udinese. That game was played yesterday, and of course, it was a very very difficult game. Ademola Lukman's Atlanta actually had to come from behind, to win that game after falling to a late first half goal from Karama, who plays for Udinese. But all in all, it was a nice performance for our Nigerian players. Ademola Lukman obviously didn't get a goal yesterday, but again, he was one of the highly rated players on the pitch. For that game, he actually had a rating of 7.1, which is I think second to third to best ratings for the night. And then again, we also had Okoye, who played for that game, but unfortunately they lost it. But that isn't all of it. We also have from the women's team, the likes of Ifeoma Onumonu was on the score sheet yesterday as a Montpellier women's team lost unfortunately to Chiamaka Nnadozi's Paris FC. But the interesting thing is Onumonu actually scored the 2 goals for her Montpellier side, but they ended up losing that game. Again, a fine cap for the Super Falcon striker. And then on the other end for Paris FC, we saw Chiamaka Nnadozie helping our team to get that victory. But aside from that, again, we also had Asisa Bashoala and BFC women's team, where they were shockingly defeated, courtesy of the 2 late goals scored by their opponent, Washington Spirits. BFC actually opened the scoring also with a late goal scored in the 82nd minute by the boots of Ashola. But again, they went sloppy a little bit and considered in the 86th minute and then in the 90 plus 6 minutes to concede a defeat for that one. So that's the update, guys. Thank you for watching. Of course, more stories is going to be coming regarding the build up to the game against Benin Republic on the 14th. Thanks for watching. Leave a reaction for this video, subscribe and leave a like as well. Stay tuned for more stories.